Alright, let's see if we can get this to work right. Hello. Let's see if we can get this to work right. VTOL VR is a fantastic flight sim game made by one of the devs for Kerbal Space Program, which is also another fantastic game. Playing this on my Valve Index. Hence these fantastic sticks. Let's load it up. Relatively new to VR, but what I've seen so far with this, very impressed. Very impressed. Let's reset it on the deck of the carrier where we do some of the campaign missions. Now you can see the game is low polygon, low textures, but the gameplay is phenomenal. I'm going to select my pilot, which I usually have. I've been playing for a little while. I like this, the AV-42. These are some of the things that we can do. Maybe I should do a tutorial. Just to show. So I've done most of I've done all these tutorials, that's why they're highlighted. Okay, basic weapons. I think is a good first one. No, basic flight is a takeoff and landing type thing. Oh, we can do both. Why not? Now in the campaigns, I'm gonna restart it. In the flight ready room, great. Put on your helmet. Bam! Ready to go. See, now the way it usually goes...
Welcome to the basic weapons tutorial.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Today we will be covering weapon configuration, target acquisition, and firing weapons.
Usually you have to turn everything on off. I'm more used to doing that.
Let's start by setting the MFDs to the pages we will use.
These are the MFDs, multi-function displays. Weapons I have.
The equip page shows what you have on each of the vehicle's equipment mounts. It displays information on each item and allows you to arm, disarm, configure, or mark them for jettison. We'll go over each feature in more detail later.
Fantastic game. Everything's interactive.
The TGP, or targeting pod, is what you will use to acquire ground targets. To use it, first you must supply power to the sensor mounted underneath the nose of the vehicle.
There you go.
The TGP will be in forward mode by default, which just looks straightforward. To be able to control it, you must designate the TGP as the sensor of interest, or SOI.
There it is.
Now, you can sleeve the targeting pod around using the thumb control on your joystick. When you move the sensor, it'll automatically switch to target mode, which locks its focus point onto the ground while you're flying.
Don't like that.
The yellow arrow on the screen shows the relative bearing to the target point. The target point also shows up on the nav map as a yellow cross. Now let's find some targets. Take off and fly to the objective waypoint. We'll pick it up when we get there.
Alright, now with the left thumbstick, you have to modify this in the... If you're using something like mine, you have to modify this in the settings to control the left thumbstick. Put this down. All the way. Wants me to take off, I'll take off, that's fine. No HOTAS, all with the sticks. When you're doing campaigns, this is a much more active airbase with various different planes taking off and landing. Stop right there. Put my flaps up. Braking. Let's go. Wait until my speed over there hits 156. I'm gonna pull up. There we go. I'm gonna fly to that waypoint.
Landing gear.
Landing gear up. Flaps to 0. Whee! Ooh! Arm these bad boys. Enemies down at that island for this tutorial, I think. I mean, in VR, this is so much more surreal in VR than it would be in just using a monitor. It feels it. And I just got the Star Wars Squadrons, which uses a gamepad, and I don't think it uses the same, doesn't have the same type of immersion.
Now that we're in the area of operations, you can enable the master arm switch.
Already did it.
With the weapon system armed, you'll see some new icons in the heads-up display. At the center, you have the weapon targeting reticle, or pipper. Up here, you have weapon type, name, and shots
For the
remaining.
valve index is left A or
You can
left B.
cycle through all the armed weapons by pressing the button on the joystick.
See, Hydras.
These unguided weapons can be fired simply by pulling the trigger on the joystick. You have limited stores, so save your rounds for the targets. Let's try deploying the GAL 8 on some ground targets.
You got it.
In a moment, you'll receive a mission objective. You can auto-see your TGP to the objective waypoint by pressing the waypoint button in the TGP screen. Go ahead and destroy the tanks at the objective waypoint.
There, it's going to show me where I have to go to. And then I can switch to the waypoint, and it's going to put my targeting reticule where I need to be. So I turn to my side, pull up, aligning to my waypoints. There we go. Wants my GAU up, which is my Gatling gun. Here we go. There they are. We're gonna come in and strafe them. I'm gonna try to bleed some speed so I get some more time to engage. I don't want to stall though, so I'm coming in an attack path against their targets. Hitting the air brake, slowing down speed, so I can see them. There they are. They're bracketed. Look at that. Now, with the altitude and over G, if your maneuvers have too much of G forces pushed up against you, VR will black out your eyesight. Like everything will turn to tunnel vision of some type. Now that I'm far enough away, I'm gonna hit the air brake, slow me back down again, turn back around for another attack run. You can see I've expended ammunition on 582 rounds left. Alright, now I'm coming in. I'm gonna try to... There's one. There we go. Now wants me to switch to the Hydra rocket pods. Boop. There we go.
Hydra 70s are small, unguided rockets.
They're on the other side of the
By
islands.
default, each pull of the trigger will fire one rocket. However, they can be configured to launch rapidly. This is called ripple firing. To access the weapon's config menu, simply
Here.
open an MFD page to config mode. Then select the weapon. If you have multiple of the same weapon type mounted in different locations, your settings will be copied over to all of them. Try spinning the rockets to different ripple intervals and destroy the next set of targets.
400 is pretty good. Here we go. go. I'm going to try to do the same thing. Come in at a high attack angle, slow it down. Hitting my air brakes. There we go.
Shoot.
Let's see what I get.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
I think that was 2.
Altitude.
You think? I think that was 2. Let's go around and check. Dive. Let's go back.
Over T. Over T. Over T. Over
Yeah, you
T.
see two smoke plumes? One more left. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on.
Pull up.
There we go.
Over
Destroyed
T.
all of the targets. This concludes the basic weapons tutorial.
Yay, I've done it. I like to practice to land because I need a lot of practice landing. But the game, this mission is basically done. But I am going to continue the flight because I need practice landing. In order to land, drop my landing gear, drop my flaps. I want to come in for the glide path. I can do this,
Landing gear. Landing gear.
there you got it down. I can do this as a hover. I got more practice hovering, but now I think I need more practice coming in for the glide slope and doing a fixed wing landing. See, my speed is 460 and dropping. I need to drop that down a little bit more. Need to pull myself over. You see my shadow right there on the water? That's cool. Landing gears down. Leading speed. I came in a little bit too fast, almost bounced. If I would have bounced a bit more, I would have had to throttle back up and go up. Ooh. But we're down. Barely. So I'm going to take it off because I like to practice as much as I can with this. So I'll take you through. Since it already gave me the startup, I'll show you the shutdown. I'll put us back in that hangar that we started at. You alright? Put back all your toys, clean up after yourselves. Yep. Let me try. Put on my brake. Now, let's shut off my HUD. Turn off my lights. Turn off that. Turn off that. You can turn off all these MFDs. We don't need them anymore. Oh, ooh, should disarm that. Put my flaps back to the neutral position. Let's cycle down the engines. That's cool. Turn off this. That should be off already. And the main battery done. And that's it. Done. That's cool. Now I can bring this up. Finish that mission. That's a good little sortie start mission. put these down. We'll end it here. Just wanted to test to see if I can stream in VR. Let me go check that out.